Well, Father's Day is behind us, but we didn't want to miss a chance to celebrate dads, the ones in our lives and the ones on our screens. Here to tell us about the dads that have made an impact in pop culture are Emmanuel Noisette and Reginald Ponder. Thank you guys for being here with us this morning. It's great to have you.
Thank you for having us.
All right, yeah, so I feel like this is going to be kind of nostalgic, just thinking about the TV dads that, I grew up watching, that we, have watched for decades, so just kind of talk to us about which ones are kind of on the top of you all's minds that really stand out and that we should be thinking about right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think we could just go straight at the top, and I would say Dr. Huxtable from the Cosbys. I mean, look, don't nobody come at me now.
I know.
I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
talking
We know,
about
not
the
his
man.
personal life.
I'm talking about the fictional character.
Right,
but I saw a lot of those characters and qualities in my own parenting style, with my own children. I mean, I've had the conversation of what it's like to move out, be on your own with my teenage daughter. So, a lot of those very positive, uplifting moments with, Dr. Huxtable, they stayed with me when I saw him as a kid.
Absolutely.
And they're still working today.
Yeah. What about Andre Johnson from Blackish?
Absolutely. I judge the fathers on what I call the 4 Ps, and the first one is to project. Is that means that you're modeling. The second one is to profess, means that you're teaching. The next one is protect, and the last one is provide, which is love. And when you look at somebody like an Andre Johnson, he lines up for all of those. Sometimes the dads, from the love perspective, you say, do they really line up? But the love that he has for his children and the way in which he teaches, models, all that stuff really, really works. And then it's humorous too. And
absolutely.
We know as fathers that they laughing at us. They laughing at us.
All right, so we have some uncles as well, not just the dads, but what about Uncle Phil from The Fresh Prince?
Now that's one of my personal favorites because, I think a lot of times it doesn't really matter if you're the biological father, but like those father figures can still be a very critical role in people's lives. And I mean, I don't think anyone can forget the memorable scene of when Will finds his real father again and reunites with him. But it's Uncle Phil that's really there for him in that moment. And I thought that was just the epitome of fatherhood. It's like, you're not going to be able to protect your kids all the time, but as long as you're there when they need you, that's when it matters. And Uncle Phil, to me, always showed up.
All right, and what about Uncle Bernie Mac?
Bernie Mac. We can't even talk about being Chicago and not talk about Bernie Mac. Is that when you look at the Bernie Mac character, some people will say that love part that we were talking about wasn't really there because he was so, sometimes gruff with it. But he brought the authenticity, and that love, you could see it there, even though it wasn't always the first thing that would come from a Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac had also the humor, but he had a little armor in front of him, and we know that dads do that. We have a little armor sometimes in front of us, like, no, I'm not gonna do that. No, that's not gonna happen. But then we know the sweet pea gonna get what she wants. So,
We dads are always got a sweet spot. May come across as rough and gruff, but no. That's who we go to.
That's right.
Not mom.
Just don't tell them.
Right. We don't want to tell them that. Oh, somebody's watching this, right? Oh, shoot.
All right, so what about dads in animation, like Marlin in Finding Nemo?
So that's a special one for me because, to me, first of all, Finding Nemo is one of those movies that we will watch in my household on repeat. But I personally connected with Marlin because if my kid goes missing, I'm traveling across the entire world to go find my kid. There's nothing that's gonna stop me. And that to me is just so beautiful of any parent, but specifically a father in that case. Just a huge demonstration of love and devotion. And that I love it. Even if it's animated, it worked.
And another animation or cartoon that touch everybody's heart, The Lion King and Mufasa.
Mufasa, that's my favorite. Is that when you look at the teaching part, is like, this is what I need to teach my son before it goes out into the world. But then I also need to release the reins and say, hey, I'm teaching you some stuff, but I'm gonna send you out to explore some things too, that I give you some trust. So there's that love, there's that teaching, and there's that trust. And then there's the voice. Think about the voice. James Earl Jones?
Yeah.
it's just iconic. No one will be able to do it again. No one will be able to give you that feel that you get from Mufasa.
All right. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much. We appreciate your insight there. And we'll be back with you all in just a moment. When we return, the guys will tell us about their picks for the summer at the movies. Make sure you stick with us.